Looks like we somehow managed to sort things out, and casualties were kept to a minimum. They said they weren't picky about who they used as their test subjects. Because of them, the people of Ramire Village.
There you are.
Hi.
That armor. So, you're the Flame Emperor.
I am.
Yes. I believe you have met my subordinate, the Death Knight.
Oh, we've met all right. But back to you.
Oh,
You're the one responsible for the destruction of this village.
Do not get the wrong idea.
What in blazes does that mean?
It is true that I am working with Solon, but that does not mean our objectives are the same. Had I known they planned to do this, I would have stopped it. You have my word.
Your words are meaningless. Now, I'll have to insist that you accompany us back to the monastery.
Oh, okay.
I cannot abide that. However, if you wish to join forces, I will hear your plea.
What?
If left to their own devices, they will commit countless more violent acts like this one. Do you not wish to prevent that? With the sword of the Creator on our side, Solon would not be a threat.
I wouldn't say I will join your cause. I mean, I'd hear them out, but, like, why should we believe them?
Pity, though not unexpected. Pray that you do not live to regret your choice.
Geralt, Professor, have you seen Lady Edelgard?
What's wrong, kid? Huh? Oh, damn it! He's gone.
Where's Edelgard? Edelgard?
Hey, I've been meaning to talk to you. Since coming to the monastery, you've changed. You've been angry since we first arrived in Ramire Village. And you look so happy when you're instructing the brats. Before the monastery, I'd never seen you bear your emotions like that. Not once. Then perhaps it's a good thing we came to the monastery, if only so I could see your face lit up like that. Or maybe there was never any reason for us to leave the monastery in the first place. I've put my foot in my mouth, haven't I? Though I suppose it may be nearly that time.
Uh-oh.
Come to my office when you next have a moment to spare. There's something I need to tell you.
Can't you tell me on the way back?
Just
There's
what was that
plenty of
about?
time, right?
I can't recall a time of old when you were at the monastery. I wonder what is hiding in the mist that is your past.
So poetic.
Professor, I don't know if this is appropriate to say, but admirable work out there.
Is that
I
inappropriate?
really believe we did all that we could.
Oh, maybe given that it was such a bad disaster. I mean, what strength could you bring exactly? I wouldn't say that.
Geralt said the same thing. We must try to stay positive, even through the horror.
What's
I
wrong with
hear
that
the
chair?
so-called
I
Flame
mean, the
Emperor appeared in Ramire Village as well. Hubert told me that you spoke with him.
are you seeing that? That the way that the table there and like the whole floor is rendered just curves off to the side like that in the middle? It's like dead center in the screen, and then it just curves in a weird way, like it's like two different pages of a book, where the picture is printed on both sides of the page. Well, anyway, Hubert told me spoke with him. Wait, what? Oh. Let's see.
Really? Is that what you want, Professor?
Why would I?
That makes sense. It's hard to trust someone without knowing who they are or how they're connected to all this. Even if he wants you as an ally, his objectives are still unclear. If the Flame Emperor truly wishes to make use of your power, perhaps someday he will appear before you without his mask, and you can look in his eyes and decide what you believe.
Does she know something again?
Adel, I need to ask you something. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Flame
Did I
Emperor.
interrupt?
That's red. She has red hair. So she's the Flame Emperor. Or maybe, actually, maybe she is. She was in that place for a whole hour. Maybe she, like stuffs up or something so she can get, you know, she makes it look like she's taller and stuff. And, you know, she was gone for that whole year, and she was in that place where we saw the Flame Emperor. Well, then again, she was knocked out, so she's his daughter.
No, not at all. If you'll excuse me, Professor.
She has those red evil eyes. 'Cause red eyes are always evil.
You did well handling that awful business in Ramire Village. I am certain the goddess shares in our grief at the senselessness of that calamity. More importantly, I was shocked to hear that our own Tomas was actually a dark mage. I must reflect on our blindness.
You surely must. You failed to notice that a rat was hiding in your home. Pathetic.
So
Who
this...
are these wicked foes? How did Tomas escape your gaze?
Tomas came to the monastery 40 years ago, by recommendation of House Ordelia of the Alliance.
40
Around
years.
8 years ago, he went back to House Ordelia, before returning to the monastery once again, just last year. After having worked at Garreg Mach for decades, why would he betray us now? Just what did he hope to accomplish?
I wonder if that wasn't the same, like he left, but then and had no intention of coming back, but then he was murdered, and that Solon replaced him. That's probably not the case. He could have been undercover for 40 years, but that's a long time to be undercover. So it seems more likely that he took the identity of someone who was trusted, even though they do look pretty similar. So maybe not. That's probably not it, actually, because he looks like he barely changed his face. He's just less ugly and monster-looking.
Yuritsa became a professor at the Officers' Academy because of a recommendation from the Imperial nobility. Supposing that he is the Death Knight, that means that our enemy is an organization that has taken root in at least 2 territories.
I'm sure it's 3.
In the long history of the Church of Seros, no, long before even that, there have been an endless number of threats to the peace of Fodlan. Yet those who oppose us still operate in the shadows. Their identity's a mystery. I believe that Solon and the Death Knight are merely one part of a much larger whole.
A threat to Fodlan's peace? That means we have no choice. We have to stop them all.
Without knowing what their objective is, we cannot afford to act recklessly. The Knights will investigate. For now, you and your class should focus on your training. That is all for today.
Huh.
Professor,
So we're not really doing anything
please
this
wait.
month then, huh?
I know there is much that you still do not understand. However, one thing is clear. You possess great power. I believe that you are destined to be a source of great hope for all. In any case, I expect great things from you. Walk this world proudly, dear Professor. May the goddess Sothis protect you.
What?
The goddess Sothis? Is that what she just said?
Is something the matter?
Well, she has been protecting me.
I see. Sothis is the goddess's true name.
Why was that a negative?
Please do not use it carelessly.
You said it first.
Do not say something that we may regret. What exactly am I? For now, let's leave this place. Please, go.
Okay, whatever.
Part 1. white clouds, ethereal moon, the cause of sorrow. Though most stars will still glimmer in the crisp winter air, the blue sea star has gone back into hiding.
It's
Legend
a coward.
states that the goddess prays for peace from her home in the heavens. In the town of Garreg-Mach, the anniversary of the monastery's completion nears, and the people's prayers intensify ahead of the Millennium Festival, still 5 years hence.
Oh, it's Aloise's birthday. Who's that again? Oh, the pun guy. I don't think I want to host a tea party, though.
Sorry to trouble you.
Oh, you should just say thank you.
We are planning a grand ball for this month.
Oh.
I'm sure the students will be most pleased.
Yes, certainly. However, we must not devote all of our time
Yes,
to frivolity.
certainly.
We have a new mission for you. We have found evidence of someone sneaking into an unused chapel.
Unused.
It is a building that was once a temporary sanctuary, at a time when the monastery was under renovation.
This month, your class is tasked with guarding the chapel and investigating these intruders. With the recent state of affairs surrounding the Holy Church, we cannot afford to overlook any abnormality, no matter how seemingly trivial.
I am ordering a seasoned knight to assist you to ensure the safety of the students. In times like these, I am afraid we must always expect the worst.
Reporting for duty, Lady Rhea.
I thought you.
Why didn't you just say that?
To bond. And to speak of important
Why did you
matters.
make it so suspenseful? You should have just said, I'm
Appreciate
assigning
it,
your
though.
dad.
Bear in mind that Geralt has a separate mission of his own. He will join you once he has finished it.
It's true. I'll be away from the monastery for a while. But when I return, I'll come
Is he
and watch you
returning?
work. I'll be looking forward to it.
Wow, look at all those suns. Just skip it. Oh, that's how. An ocean view, oil and water. Ah, Bernadetta. White Heron Cup. Oh, a black magic tournament. Okay, if he can't win that, I don't know what we're gonna do. A silver shield, is that good against magic? That would add up with, wait, silver in this game just means, well, maybe, anyway. An annual dance contest. A dance contest. Lots of parties in this one. Establishment Day. Oh, so is the ball actually taking place on the 25th? And then on the 26th. Okay, that's the chapel when we're investigating. Oh, and it's Seteth's birthday on St. Chikhel Day. That's interesting. Faculty, a night mixer. A fistful of fish. More fish. Huh. From your own house. Okay, that's good. Apparently we need to buy some stones and stuff from the merchants so we can actually repair the weapons. I thought we'd... Well, I don't know if I'm overexpending the weapons or if I just haven't been finding like all the stuff you need, because mostly we've just been finding them on the ground and stuff, but maybe you're actually supposed to buy them from all the resources from these guys. So I'm not so sure about the fistful of fish, because that says maybe I'll find a big one, but...
Tomas. No. Solon, was it not? And the Flame Emperor. It is most clear that something has transpired, and it relates to you somehow.
Well, I say it
Or is
relates
the
to
fault
you.
my own, and
Oh,
you're just
sorry.
caught inside the wave. Sothis, the goddess of this world. I bear her name.
You have enough hair to be a goddess.
How confusing. I feel as though my head has turned to mush.
Huh. So would they think Byleth was crazy if he said, I have Byleth in my head? I mean Sothis. I'm not sure if I'll fist today.
The ball. A grim reminder of my sad reality. The other nobles will be fine, I'm sure. They've all been to events like this before. But me? I'm a noble and I've never even been close to one of these things.
Oh, you'll be fine. Oh wow, her motivation's already max. I hope her birthday isn't, oh, supports. I don't think I looked at those before the battle, so we might have missed out on something. Yeah, that's right. Well, I guess that wasn't really a very long battle, so maybe these supports wouldn't have been developed very much further anyway.
We've come such a long way. After all, I was only 4 years old when we first met.
From your perfect memory,
He would have been
Lady
like 2 or
Edelgard,
3.
I expect nothing short of the utmost precision. Do go on.
Please don't mock me with such frivolous praise. I can hardly recall that day.
Forgive me. I suppose I must have been 6 at the time.
Oh, he's older.
I have no recollection of it.
Right.
My earliest memory of you is of when you were injured. I recall being scolded most sternly by my father. You are Lady Edelgard's servant, he said. You must protect her with your life.
I had no idea. But House Vestra has served House Fresfeld for generations. Given that, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised.
Indeed. After that, I made certain to accompany you wherever you went. That is, until the incident.
Ah, when my uncle, Lord Arundel, defected to the kingdom and took me with him.
The sensation of loss that overcame me on that day defies all description. It was as horrific as if I'd lost all my limbs. I left the city in a mad rush to rescue you. My father sent soldiers to capture me. I fought them off for 3 days, but they did finally manage it. Of course, I was only 10. I never would have reached Ferdiad.
I've never heard that story before. So there are things you've never told me.
It wasn't important.
That's beside the point. I wish to know these things. If there's anything else you're keeping from me, please tell me at once.
Respectfully, I decline.
Why? It's a simple order. I really must know.
Speaking of your orders, there was a task you gave me earlier which I have yet to carry out. Excuse me.
Wait just a moment. I just hope he's not hiding anything too worrisome.
He was so young at the time. He couldn't have such a highly developed sense of duty. I almost think Dorothea's probably right. Well, they're about to discuss it, perhaps.
Hubie. I've been thinking about our conversation the other day, and I've just got to know, do you really love Adi?
If it's one or the other, I suppose it would be closer to love than to hate. Why?
Only Hubert.
I knew it! That's why you work so hard for Adi. Oh, Hubie, I finally get you. You're just another servant suffering from unrequited love for their mistress.
Oh.
You completely misunderstand. Unrequited love. Do I really look like the kind of drooling simpleton to have that kind of motivation?
I'd like to say yes, but I know you just argue. Fine, Hubie. Tell me your situation.
My situation is simple. I am walking a path.
Oh, do go on.
Everyone has a path in life. Lady Edelgard has shown me mine. It is just beside her own. So we walk together side by side. We stride ever forward, yielding to nothing and to no one.
So, you're sharing the same dream?
Bluntly, yes. But it's more than just a shared dream. I have many feelings toward Lady Edelgard. Gratitude, respect, awe, empathy, trust, hope.
Okay. I was teasing you, but I gotta say I'm just a little bit jealous of you and Adie. That you're able to embrace these feelings and stride forward along the same path. You're lucky, Hubie. I don't know if I'll ever get the chance to experience anything so utterly operatic.
Why not?
Because I figure the best quality in a partner would be that they make me happy. And loving another is really about wanting to be loved. I'm pretty sure that's different from how things are with you and Adie.
Guess there's nothing to say to that. One, two, three, four. I declare a dumb war. Where's it? Oh, there I Okay, good. I might not need to keep opening the map so largely again.
Oh, now where did that Ingrid run off to? The ball is soon, and she hadn't even put on any makeup. I was trying to help her out.
Huh. What are his, no, not support. Let me look him over again. C. And there's a D+, and those are E+. Huh.
Oh, you want me to join your class? Well, I'm already having so much fun.
That's what I figured. Magic and bow. Oh, a bow. Okay. That's a bit of a problem. Actually, hold on. Let me look him at again one more time, but more specifically at his bow. Oh, it's still E+. It's almost D, so he can almost use steel. Yeah, it's only 7 points more. And what about his lance? Sorry. At least I got it right this time. D+. Let's go here first, so I don't forget it. Is either an item at the end of the hallway, or it's not here, because I'm certainly not going to check every single one of those dorms. I mean, the items you can pick up aren't really even all that good. Well, except for the lost items, because those could be... I mean, those are lost items. It seems kind of important to me, anyway. I guess we could look at them this quickly. You'd definitely notice if something was right in the middle, anyway. Like if it's behind the bed, not, but... Oh. Woo. No items, eh?
Great. Just great. It's that time when all the students get all lovey-dovey.
Oh, no.
You're new, but you know about the ball, yeah? I can't bear it. Young love is wasted on the young. They can't appreciate it to its fullest. Ugh. I wish I could fall in love too.
Good luck with that. I don't believe we invested too much. Oh, golden apple, so we got that much at least. Let's see. Poor yield, eh? Well, in that case, I don't want to bother with too much. I wonder if there's some way you can actually figure out how it's supposed to work.
No.
Lots of fish out there today.
Professor, Professor, I used to think I would be comfortable with all manner of experiments, so long as they provided usable results.
Yeah?
But when I heard of Solon's work, well, I realized I'd not considered the moral and philosophical limits of what all manner of experiments might mean.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not great with blood. Even when I'm just thinking about it, I feel a bit ill now.
Huh. And I thought he was talking about the villagers. Was he just talking about extracting blood? Buddy, you would not make it in the science world if you can't deal with blood. Well, not science in general. There's plenty of natural science. In biology. But no, I think he was probably talking about the villagers, and he was also, like, talking about blood, too.
Ah, the ball. It reminds me of how I met my wife.
You're
I was
married?
at a
And
village's
you're straight?
harvest festival. There was a full moon, bathing everything in its cool glow. She appeared out of nowhere, dancing gracefully in the moonlight. A lovely fairy.
Oh.
Well, the full moon thing was an embellishment, I admit. But you can forgive a man for waxing poetic, can't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, we soon fell in love and tied the knot. Now we have a daughter who's as bright and beautiful as a sunny morning. So, whenever I see people dancing, I think of my wife, and my heart does a little waltz.
Okay, so maybe S support means something different in this game. Because you can S support him with male Byleth, but he's married and has a daughter, at least according to him. Evil repelling amulet. Afraid of ghosts. Generically speaking, that sounds like Bernie, but I feel like there's someone more specific. There should be someone more specifically than that. But anyway, either that or the S support. In his S support, it's you like cheating on his, with him on his wife or something.
Professor, nothing to report. Other than the legend of the Goddess Tower, of course. Have you heard the students talking about it? On the last night of the ethereal moon.
Right, the one
same
where
night as
the boy and the girl, if they...
If a man and a woman
Yeah.
go to the Goddess Tower and make a wish, it's sure to come true. I have a wish, but I can't find anybody to make it with me.
I'm sure you'll make a friend. Well, that's interesting. Why is it these three? Well, this is a tough situation, because I really wanted to... And would this actually affect anything? Oh, but Bernadette sounds so lonely. Jeez, this is like... I've never seen that movie, so I probably shouldn't reference it, or I don't even really know. I really wanted to go for Edelgard on this run-through, but, you know, I kind of feel such attachment to Bernadetta because she's so science stuff, and but Oh wait, you can head back? I'm not ready to commit to this. I'll press B. No. Maybe it doesn't mean anything anyway. Sorry, Dorothy. I really don't care about you that way. I mean, she seems sweet enough. She's certainly attractive. It's just not. On this playthrough, I really wanted to go for Edelgard. Okay, that probably didn't mean anything. That was just like a side thing. Like, it's just for the sake of that conversation. But in some ways, it feels like I still made a decision with that. So in some ways, maybe it was still worth it to think it through now, rather than thinking it through later, maybe.
Hey, welcome. Come again.
Maybe you can't buy that equipment from these guys. Wait, here they are.
This one, yes?
Yeah, I need a bunch of these.
I thank you. Return soon, please.
It kind of makes me wonder if it's even worth it. Like, should you just buy new steel stuff? Except, if you buy the steel, and then you, if you upgrade it, then you're either going to just keep buying steel and then not upgrading it, or you upgrade it and then it does become more expensive than buying the stones. And, let's see. Stop the steel. There it is. So that costs 682, and it uses 5. So that's 500 plus 682, which is 1,080 in total. So what is that compared to
Welcome.
just buying a new steel?
Please come again.
Welcome.
Oh, 11 sword. I'm not sure we need more than one, though. I'm kind of not even making use of the one that we have. So I guess we'd use it to someone not who has a high magic, but someone who has high attack, but then could use 11 sword to get past foes who have high defense. Anyway. Oh, 910. Yes, the only reason we'd really want to repair rather than just buying a new weapon is for, well, I guess there's silver. That's probably, or what's the cost of that?
Hey there.
That costs 780 and also uses 5, so that's 780 plus the 500, so that's 1,200.
Come back anytime.
So that does seem cheaper than. Yeah, that's a bit cheaper. Whereas this is 910, which is less expensive than the 1,200. So.
Come back soon.
Hey there. Hold on. There's also one other factor. Oh, that's the convoy. Okay, so I guess it's on Bernadetta. Now, if you were to upgrade the steel, then that costs 500. So, if you were to buy the new steel and upgrade it, that would definitely be more expensive, and it would still uses 10 smithing stones anyway, so that you'd actually add the cost of the smithing stones onto this one too, so that, yeah, that would definitely be a lot more expensive then. So at the very least, repairing a weapon is a lot cheaper than buying a new one in addition to upgrading it. We don't know what it takes to... That's weird. This one doesn't have a plus next to it, but it's still considered an upgrade, and it needs wood steel, whatever a wood steel is. Oh, it requires a higher professor level. Okay, so that's the only thing with that. Well, in that case, I think I'm just going to repair the silver bow. Right? Is that right? That only takes 5 and 780, which is the same. Okay, it's a little more expensive. Oh, and it requires fewer. Well, that requires 5, but the bow that's also really close to empty also requires 5, so it's the same amount of stones. Okay, I've got that figured out, so I think I'll do all that off screen and just, you know, I figured out the logic on screen, so we'll actually do it all and, you know, more closely consider all the characters off screen. So I'll do that right now, and so we'll see you in the next one. Bye.